Hey guys, welcome to another video. I have something pretty cool to show you today. I don't think there's any other videos of this, so this should be pretty cool. What is this? This is a Sonic Adventure LCD game made by Tiger Electronics. You might remember Tiger Electronics used to make a lot of kind of Sonic LCD games in those kind of square little Game & Watch style things. Well, this one is a little different. It's quite a strange shape, first of all. Has the Sonic Adventure logo, Sonic and Eggman on the side there. Arcade games is what this says. I don't know how well you can make this out. There's the Tiger logo there. Pretty cool sticker on the bottom of Sonic and Eggman. But you are probably wondering, this is a pretty weird shape for an LCD game. Well, that's because it opens up like this. And it's meant to be kind of like a kind of arcade cabinet. You can see it's kind of shaped like an arcade cabinet. It doesn't look quite as good when it's fully extended, which is how you're meant to hold it for, you know, playing like that. But yeah, it's meant to look like an arcade cabinet. That's pretty cool. It has a joystick here, which, if I can get it out, plugs in here, and there you can see got a little joystick. Got 4 buttons: A, B, C, D, on/off button, a pause, start button, and a sound button. And this is a little reset button here if the battery dies. So I'm going to turn this on. Hopefully you can see this. And there's the Sonic Adventure logo. And you get 2 options. You get name or you get start. Name brings you to a password screen, which is actually pretty cool, I think, because this is actually a surprisingly kind of detailed game for one of these LCD games. This has a lot of actual content in it. There's a bunch of different levels, and there's actually boss levels in it. So if you go into the name, you get a little password screen. You can enter 4 digits here for your thing. And even more surprising, this game actually has cheat codes. So if you enter the word ring, you get extra rings. If you enter life, you get full lives from the beginning. But best of all, if you enter the word boss, in this you actually get taken to a boss rush mode. This game actually has boss battles, which is pretty awesome. So if you don't like the levels in it, you can just type in boss and you can get this little boss rush mode, which is actually how I used to play this when I was a kid, because I didn't really care for the kind of the actual main levels so much. This is a pretty rare game. I don't think I've ever seen it turn up on eBay, and I've only actually ever seen it once in like the wild, in real life, which was the time I bought it. I don't remember where exactly I got it, but it was just like a little kind of newsagent's, I think. I can't remember what town it was in, but I was out with my mum and dad one day, and I seen this hanging up in this newsagent's in this little town, and it cost, I think it was like £7. It was maybe a little more than that, but I begged my mum and dad for money to buy it, and they kind of begrudgingly let me get it, which was really good, because like I said, I've never seen it again. And £7 for this, I think, is definitely worth the money, because I don't think you could get it for £7 now. If this turned up on eBay, it would certainly go for higher than that. So I will start this off. I hope that I think you can see that kind of well. Hopefully you can. And I'll start it off. So you start off right away with a boss battle against Chaos. There's the Sonic there at the bottom. Okay, so B is a spin attack. Oh, I dropped my rings, crap. B is a spin attack, A is jump, and then A also gives you a homing attack, which is how you attack Chaos. C doesn't do anything, and D doesn't do anything. I don't know what those buttons are for. So let's get rid of Chaos. There you go. There you go, so three hits kills him. You get this little tally at the end with how many rings you have and how many there is, and stage 1 is Emerald Coast. So here, it's the same kind of thing. You get your rings at the start. Left and right moves you left and right, and forward moves you up this level, and you're going to see that the graphics in this, for an LCD game, they're actually pretty cool. Like, I only played one other of the Sonic games, the Sonic LCD games, and it definitely didn't look like this, so looks pretty cool. And then we have one of the Rhino bots, I can't remember what they're called, and coconuts. Oh, I died. I was trying to show you what coconuts looked like and he killed me. That was nice of him. There's a little spring there, which took me to this other area. So I guess this is meant to be the kind of seaside stage from the start of Sonic Adventure. When I was a kid, I didn't have a Dreamcast when they came out. I had a PS2, so I never got to play Sonic Adventure. So this was the closest I ever got to actually playing Sonic Adventure, which is kind of sad, but there you go. So there's no music or anything. I got an extra life, that was good. I don't have the box for this anymore. I seen somebody had posted on the Sonic Stadium forums the box art for it, and they mentioned that it had game sound effects from the actual game, which you can hear, which is pretty cool. I like the lamppost sound and stuff, and jump noises. No music though, which is a shame. I would have liked really horrible crushed versions of the levels from the game, but that's fine. Not really a whole lot to do in the levels. The levels aren't particularly dynamic, unfortunately. Oh yeah, so you get to these sections here. These are the only bits really where you have any kind of major interaction with the stage, where you have this little wall in front of you and you have to jump over them. The hit detection is really weird. Like there doesn't seem to be. Oh, I died again. There doesn't seem to be any sort of explanation as to when the characters hit you. Like they just sort of appear on the screen, and then even though you're travelling along the stage, they still kind of follow you, and it doesn't really do much. There we go. Again, C and D don't do anything. I don't know what those are for at all. Okay, so there was some interaction there. I had to jump over those little gaps in that bridge there, or else you die. You can't go backwards. Moving down doesn't do anything. Little tunnel. What is this? Oh crap. Oh, okay. This is the. Remember that little part in Sonic Adventure where you had to jump across like the lily pads? I think that's what that's meant to be. I do not know how to get past these lily pads. That was the problem with these LCD games. Like you never really. The graphics are so limited, and like the controls were as well. Like there was so little kind of gameplay to them that like you a lot of the time you just didn't know what you were supposed to be doing. Like, I don't know what is happening here. Next up is the Egg Hornet, and so there's Eggman there and his little. Oh shit! He dropped some missiles on me. Did I hit him? I don't know if I did. Oh no, I don't have any rings. What do you do now? Oh, I know, Eggman killed me. I don't know how you beat him. What do you do? There we go. That's the sound Eggman makes when he's attacked, apparently. Yeah, it's awkward that this is so silent, like that there's no noise in this at all. And that's the egg hornet done. This is level 2, this is Windy Valley, and I've got to say, like, right off the bat, I'm really impressed at the fact that, like, the graphics are totally different. This cliff at the side here, if you go back and you look at the previous level, you'll notice that the cliffs are different. So, like, there's actually different... Oh, that was a different enemy as well. There was one of those walker things from on the... those kind of water bug things, I think. Oh no, it's a lizard. Okay. Yeah, the graphics are different for this level, which is really pretty cool. So I think I'm falling down. I think that's a waterfall that I'm falling down. I don't know what to do. What am I supposed to do? One thing about this is that it's pretty hard to it's pretty hard to tell sometimes what you're supposed to be doing, because I don't think you guys will be able to see it, but there's kind of a white box around Sonic. Like his sprite, the size of his sprite seems to be he's about 10 pixels by 5 or something. It's a really small sprite. And to make him read better, there's a white box around him, which means that if he's in front of anything else, you can't see him. You can't see it, rather. It's probably most obvious when I go over to the right to see the leaves. You can see that there's like a box around them there. So he disappears when he's in front of like an enemy or something, which I will try to show you. You really can't see him very well. I don't know what this is meant to be. I don't know where I am. So yeah, this is Windy Valley. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that sort of waterfall thing is, or how I'm supposed to get past it. I do not know what you do here. I have no idea what this is. Okay, so I'm further now, apparently. I don't know what I was doing wrong before, but I was doing something. Here's a whirlwind, and I'm here now. So this is what happens at the end of the level. I didn't get to show you last time. You have one of the kind of plunger boxes from the original games. Jump on it. Jump on it. No, there we go. Knuckles, he's next. That's pretty cool. Well, you can see Knuckles there. He charges you. Does he glide? Where is he? Oh no! Knuckles makes a weird squelching sound when you beat him. This is the Ice Cap Zone. Again, totally different graphics set there. And I've got to say, like, the amount of stuff that they managed to cram into this, like, it's by no means it's by no means a fantastic game or anything. Like, it's very, very basic. You can see the graphics are really basic. Like I said, there's that white box around Sonic that sort of makes the game really hard to play sometimes because you can't see where you're going. But the fact, like, they managed to cram like a bunch of different levels. I think there's like 7 levels in this game. That's the rocket thing there from Sonic Adventure. They managed to cram a lot of different enemies in and a lot of different graphics, and it's a really impressive thing. Having some sort of MIDI chip music or something would have been awesome and would have been the icing on the cake. I think, like, in terms of a Sonic LCD game, I honestly can't like think how you would get better than this. It's really pretty cool. Okay, so I was going to wait until I beat this level to show you any more from the Ice Cap Zone, but I didn't think they would have included this, so I'm going to have to show you this. This is really cool. So yeah, it has the snowboard. There's a snowboarding mission in this game. Like, this is just... I honestly wouldn't have thought like they would have bothered with this. Okay, so you can't attack when you're on the snowboard. Oh, please don't tell me. Okay. Okay. So I'll be able to show you how you start the snowboard mission. Okay, so this is the start of the snowboarding level. You come to this cliff and you can't go any further, but you have to pick up the snowboard here, and it starts this little mini game. Which is just, like I said, this is just... It's something that you just wouldn't expect to be in this at all. Like, you just wouldn't expect that they'd be able to cram this much of Sonic Adventure into this game at all. It's really quite an impressive little thing. Chaos 4 next. So this is the water level where you were on the lily pads. So he shoots these water beams at you. Do you hit the tail? What are you doing? Okay, so he sends like water at you with his tail, and then you have to dodge that, and you hit him when his head comes out of the water. So stage 4 is Speed Highway. Again, different graphics. There's a road, street lamps and stuff at the side of it. Can't tell if that's meant to be a city in the background. I guess it kind of is. Yeah, that's meant to be the main kind of city in the background, isn't it? The problem with this game, I've noticed, like, although, like I said, there's a lot crammed into it, the levels are far too long. Like, they go on for a really long time. Like, I've been trying to cut them down for you in this video and only show you sort of the interesting parts in them, but there's a huge amount of stuff that's just... It's like long sections like this without any enemies and really without much rings or sort of items or anything to gather. Oh, that was meant to be the kind of forklift truck thing that flips you up to the next level, I guess. But yeah, there's lots of sections like this where there's no gameplay to it really. You're just running forward with nothing to do. So each level really should be a lot shorter than it is, but playing through these, it's quite a long haul experience. Oh, there's a helicopter. So I got off the highway that I was on and got to this little bit, which is clearly meant to be a little street and like buildings and stuff on the sides. Just another pretty cool little thing where like it shows you how much effort they've put into putting different graphics into this one. Evil 2 Gamma is our next boss. There he is, his little robot gun and touch. I don't really know what the strategy is for this one. What do you do? Help me. Oh, there we go. Okay, I got him. Like there's a couple of levels in this game. Like there's a couple of boss battles where you have some sort of clear strategy. Like I played a little bit ahead and like fought Egg Viper and stuff like that, and you sort of know what you're supposed to do. But here, there's also boss battles like this where you just have no idea like what to do, and because of that, again, that white block that's around Sonic. Which covers up things like those bullets that he's shooting. Like I don't know how well you can see it, but I can't really see those bullets very well, and it makes it hard to know when I've been hit or what's hitting me. Okay, well that's him done anyway. I beat him. Huzzah! The end. Next stage is Red Mountain. Okay, so the graphics in this don't actually look much different. These are pretty much the same graphics as Emerald Coast, I guess. Maybe this is them sort of having reached their limit with how much they could put in. Okay, so that level was an experience that I don't want to go through again. That level was just horrible. Okay, so the next one is Chaos 5. Chaos 5 is one of those ones that actually has kind of a strategy to it. He attacks and he throws this little thing down into the corner, which you can see there. I don't really know what it's meant to be, but when you pick it up, you throw it back at him. You throw it at him, he gets this shell, and you can attack him. I can't really remember the Chaos 4 fight too well from the game, so I don't really know if that's like a thing exclusive to this version or if that actually happened in the game. Regardless, he is now destroyed. Next level is Skydeck. There's one level after this, I think, and then that's us. I think that's the end of the game. So yeah, there's some cool new graphics for Skydeck. That was the main problem with the last level. Like, the last level had loads of these sections where you have to jump over gaps, and while I kind of know what you're doing, you kind of have to jump and move the direction button you have to kind of jump forward and then in mid-air, like, point the directional buttons at where your next platform is going to be, but it's really pernickety because the controls for this are so stiff. Like, it's and that happens. There, you fall off. It's frustrating because you know what you're doing, but you just can't get it to happen at all. So I've learned that Skydeck is a horrible experience. Like, it's terrible. There are huge sections where you just don't get like any continue points at all. There's just like no checkpoints. But this is kind of the boss at the end of it. It's supposed to be those cannons that you had to destroy on top of the Skydeck in the actual game. Now onto this part, whatever this is meant to be. Can I get past these? Okay, there we are. Like how the fact that these controls are so stiff makes this really awkward. No. Help. Oh no! No. Okay, so when you get past that part with the holes in the floor, you have to fight another cannon. This one has 3, but these levels are really easy. Like, the only thing you have to do is just walk kind of left and right until one of the missiles appears, and you just have to launch that at the cannon. So I just need one more if I get a third one. There we are. Okay, so that's it. And this is the first boss, and the last boss does this as well, but everything else so far has been 3 hits. This one, you give it 3 hits and it regenerates its life, so you have to wait 3 more. So it's still only 6 hits to defeat it, but it's the first time that happens, and it happens with the Egg Viper at the end as well. And that's that. Sky Chase is done. This is the final stage 7, final egg. This is the last level in the game, and I have been attacked by a thing. What hit me there? Okay, there's lasers on the floor or something. Okay, so this is all new stuff as well. I haven't seen any of these in level. The lasers are new. The lasers are great because you can't see them. You can't see them coming at all. Like, if you build up any kind of speed, you can't see those lasers at all. So I guess. Oh no! Oh, I did not mean to do that. I quit the game. Okay, so what I'm going to do, there's only one boss after that. I'm going to go into boss rush mode, and I'm going to show you. I cannot believe that I accidentally quit that on the last level. That was fantastic. Okay, so for the boss rush mode, basically you type in boss, you press start, it gives you the option to start the game. You start the game, it takes you back to Chaos 0, and it will let you play through all of the bosses. So okay, so this is the last boss in the game. This is the Egg Viper, and I think the sprites for this is actually really cool. Like, you can see, how that translates to the character in the game, basically. He's also the only boss in the game that has advancing attacks. Like, he does this at first. You have to dodge it. Okay, yeah. So you have to dodge the lasers that he fires out of the kind of snake part of the Egg Viper by going to the right, where he shoots those 2 lasers. They hit down. Then you go to the left. The same thing happens. The head then comes up and starts firing 3 lasers, and then you can hit him. So you need to do that for the first 3 hits, and then the second 3 hits, his attacks change, which is pretty cool. Oops. Okay. So yeah, so that's the first wave down. The second has the same attack for the first two. Off to the right, then to the left. But then when the head comes up, you need to go in the middle because those two things come off. And make it a down. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I certainly haven't seen any sort of LCD game like this where there's any really where there's boss battles even, but certainly not ones with strategy and definitely not ones with sort of advancing attacks like. And that's just a really cool thing, I think. And this will be the last time I need to hit him, I think, and this will be it. And that's him. He is defeated. And he explodes. And then for your efforts you are rewarded with that awesome picture of Sonic the Hedgehog. And then these are the 3 passwords for the game. So those were Boss, which was the boss rush mode, Life, which gives you full life, and a mysterious one called Soup. Now, I don't know what that does. I figured, you know, there would be some sort of supersonic thing to do with that, but I put the password in, and I played through the first level with that on, expecting like maybe if I got like to 50 rings or something I could play supersonic, but nothing happened. I don't know if maybe you need to play through the whole game and then there's another boss at the end. It seems strange that Perfect Chaos isn't in it. So maybe if you put in the password Soup and then you get to the end of the game, you fight Perfect Chaos. I don't know. I'm not going to be trying that just now. I might try again in the future and make a video of that. But yeah, for now, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. This has been the Sonic Adventure LCD game. I have to say, I think it's a really, really cool game. Just for the amount of stuff that they managed to cram into this tiny little thing. It's not a fantastic game sort of in its own right, but the amount of stuff in this game and the amount that they managed to take from the actual Sonic Adventure game and put into this, it's really cool. If you get a chance to pick one up, if you see one on eBay for a decent price, I would definitely do it. It's a really cool little thing. It's pretty rare. Like I said, I've only ever seen it once before, so yeah. If you get a chance to pick it up, please do. I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. I do other stuff like this sometimes. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.